Change, change, change. If you're in Nigeria, for the past 4 years, 5 years, you've been hearing about change. But have we really got the change that we have clamored for? Our guest today on the show believes that if he's given the opportunity for the #1 job in the land, he indeed will bring that change. My name is Isabella Akinseye, and this is Politico Politica.
Politico Politica with Isabella Akinseye.
You're tuned in to Politico Politica with me, your host, Isabella Akinseye. Let's meet our guest. He is the CEO of www.afrizonmart.com, an e-commerce and outlet store for only made in Africa. He was at the African Union as Senior Technical Advisor, Global Partnerships and Program Implementation between 2008 and 2013, during which he conceptualized, established, resourced, and operationalized the African Union Young Professionals Program and Youth Volunteer Corps, and organized the landmark African Union Summit of Heads of States and Government on the theme of Youth Empowerment and Development in 2011. Prior to the African Union, he worked as Regional Youth Specialist in the Office of the UNFPA Representative to the UNECA at the African Union and RECS between 2006 and 2008, during which he managed the role of UNFPA as Youth Lead of the Joint AU-UN Regional Coordination Mechanism. He's worked and traveled extensively around the world, from Australia to Latin America, the United States of America, Europe, and more than 60% of African countries. He is the presidential candidate for the Change Nigeria Party. He is Emmanuel Etim. Emmanuel, welcome to Politico Politica.
Thank you, Isabella.
So today we're talking about nation building. How will you define nation building?
I think for me, for you to build a nation, you need the people. And so without the people, there's no nation. And yet, we keep talking about, that Nigeria is a nation that has to be built. Let's build the people first. So for me, nation building is building the people that become a nation.
Okay, so how will you rate Nigeria? I mean, on the 1st of October 2018, we turned 58 years. How would you rate the work of past leaders in the area of nation building?
Well, the truth is, if you look at Nigeria's history from 1940s, especially from 1957 to date, they haven't built a nation. They've only tried to manage the corporate existence of what we call Nigeria for their benefit and interest. And when it seemed not to go the interest they wanted, and they wanted to separate. So the past leaders, to be frank, if you look at our history very well, have not built a nation, or a nation state as it would be called, because a nation is an individual that is a progenitor of a people, is a nation. So in Nigeria, we can say we have many nations. But what you're actually referring to is a nation state, yeah? And that has not been built yet.
So what's the role of leaders in nation building and making Nigeria this nation state?
There are leaders everywhere. Everybody's a leader. You're a leader in your community, in your household, your group of friends, as a corporate entity, as a business. Leadership exists at all levels.
But let's look at elected leaders.
So elected leaders, or leaders who choose to represent the interests of the people that they belong to, or the people that they represent. That's the leadership that has come vision. So the role of this leader should be coming up with a vision, a corporate vision, a vision we all can unite towards, which is where are we going, where do we want to be, what kind of nation state do you want to be, what kind of people do you want to evolve into. That has been absent. And you can't actually have that in a country like Nigeria yet, because the coming together of Nigeria was not with vision. The vision that brought Nigeria together was a vision of the British, the colonials, to serve an interest where Nigeria remains a resource base for raw materials. That's the vision that brought Nigeria together.
So you've said leaders have a role to play, but what about the electorate?
So the electorate are leaders themselves, because they are choosing, I'll call it sometimes first amongst equal. So the role of the electorate is to determine the vision they want to have, or the vision they want to aspire behind, and then identify who has the capacity to unite them behind that vision. So the electorate, they want to set the vision, not the leaders. And that's why we have a problem today. We say, what vision do you have? No, it is the vision we have as the citizens. And then we push somebody forward, who will carry that vision forward or pay the price to help us maintain that path of the vision.
What happens when we disagree with that vision?
Well, if we disagree, the vision means we redefine what the vision is. Because the vision is personal, the vision is shared. isn't it? So when the vision is shared, if there's an issue with that vision, we disagree, then we have to go back to the drawing board and redefine the vision or define our value and interest in that corporate vision.
So moving forward, what are the practical steps we can take beyond the rhetoric of building the nation state of Nigeria?
Your question is a bit dicey because you're saying practical steps. You know, one probably
because
practical
vision
step,
is something very intangible. You can see the vision in your imagination and see a Nigeria that's free for all. Another person's vision might be very diverse. So I'm saying moving forward, what can we do as leaders, be it elected or the electorate?
But that's what I'm saying. We have to set the vision first. We don't have the Nigerian vision. What we have is the Nigerian state that serves the vision of the colonial masters. That's what brought Nigeria together. So what you have today as Nigeria, as a country, is not yet a country of people who came together behind the vision. Either the vision of being together, the vision of becoming the biggest country richest country in Africa or in the world, or a vision of having the best skilled individuals, the best professionals. We don't have any of that yet.
So what's your vision?
Well, my vision is to be part of a country where everybody succeeds. Part of the country where my aspirations are actualized, my dreams come to pass. That vision is what I have. The vision to be the richest, country in the world, or have the richest people from the world be Nigerian. That's my personal vision. But everybody needs to come together to have that vision. The vision that everybody who wants unemployment can have one. A woman doesn't have to die because she's pregnant. Somebody doesn't have to not go to school because they don't have money. Or man, no man, as the only way you can succeed. My vision is that all of those don't exist anymore.
So will you say that reaching your personal vision was as a result of interaction with people?
Well, no. I think that it was how I was raised up by my parents. My parents raised me to think global and act locally. My parents raised me to understand that there's nothing that was beyond my reach. So my vision as an individual is a vision that has been imparted to me through the way my parents socialized me, trained me, educated, exposed me. To become part of a nation state, it means I need to bring that vision, others bring their vision, I will bring it together, reach compromises and say, what is our common shared vision? What do we want to share together as Nigerians?
Thank you, Emmanuel, for your contributions on our topic of the day.
Thank you very much.
So now it's over to you, our viewers. Do go online and share your thoughts with us when it comes to nation building and building the nation state of Nigeria. Use the hashtag Politico Politica, tweet at PP with Isabella, and follow Politico Politica on Facebook and Instagram. We'll be going on a quick breather, but when we return, Emmanuel will be sharing with us his journey into politics. Do stay with us.